All right, guys, another week, another video. So somebody made a comment, not in the comment section, but talking to me on the phone, said, oh, you know, Grandmaster, you have made a great video on a defense for a headbutt, but what about how to throw a proper headbutt? I said, you know what, that's a good question. And that's why today we're going to make a video on how to throw a proper headbutt. There are right ways of doing it and right targets for the headbutt. Then there are wrong ways of doing it and wrong targets for doing the headbutt. And we'll talk all about that as we go ahead in the video. Before we proceed, guys, how about the subscribes? If you like the content, throw your likes on it. And then again, shoot some comments, okay? So again, there are many ways of throwing a headbutt. This is my way of throwing a headbutt. I've seen them being thrown in some good ways and some bad ways in street fights, and I've seen people get hurt throwing headbutts. This is my way, what I'm showing you right now, and it's a very effective way, okay? So before, again, we go ahead, make sure you throw those comments down there, because that lets me know that you guys are watching the video and you guys have questions. If you don't have any questions, that's fine. But also, I know I'd like to see my audience, where you guys are from. So just let me know in the comment section, hey, I'm from so-and-so place, so-and-so country. I'm watching this video from here. So I know, where my audience is from and where you guys are watching from. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's start working on how to use this big bone in your head called the headbutt. Let's get back. All right, headbutt. Remember, guys, this is one solid bone, okay? Your forehead. Use that for the headbutt. That is where you are going to where you're going to throw the headbutt from, right there, right there. This bone here. You can even use the back of the head if you're caught from behind. But this video, we're going to work on straight frontal headbutt. Okay, you can even use the sides of the head, this protruding sides here. But today, again, like I said, we're using the front of the head. This is the only part you are going to throw the headbutt from. I've seen somebody throw a headbutt like that with the center of the back, with the top of the head. That will break your skull. That will break your skull. This is a very soft part on top of the head that will penetrate and you will start bleeding. So never use the top part. Use the frontal part of the head. Jason, come on over here. Yes, sir. So now, think of this guy as your opponent, okay? This is the human face. When you headbutt somebody, you do not want to headbutt them over here, because again, your hard part and their hard part is going to clash. Okay, you don't want that. You don't want to headbutt somebody in the nose, again, because there's going to be a lot of bleeding. But I mean, in a fight, who cares, right? If it's life and death. Definitely do not want to headbutt them on the mouth, because their teeth can cut your face or your eyes even. So then where do we headbutt somebody? Cheekbones. Right here. Good spot to headbutt. It's just like, you throw a palm strike or you throw a punch, right? Chin. I want to stay away from that, because that is going to end up here. These are good shots to throw with palm strikes and all, but with the headbutt, boom. And you see what I'm doing? I load him up, I grab him, wham, and I come in close with the top of my head, headbutting him. Remember, when you hit the headbutt, you're going to feel a sting on top of your head too, okay? Be ready for that, okay? So if you think I'm going to headbutt a guy and I'm not going to feel nothing, you will feel it, because you're not used to doing headbutts, all right? So here, you grab him. The moment I do that, I've already disoriented him by ear slaps on his ears, and boom, and then I'm moving with my head, with my forehead. That simple. That simple. Okay. Sometimes you want to put that away. Lali, come here.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you're in a fight, you can even grab a guy from here, boom, and then headbutt him like that. Okay. So you got him here, you pull him in, and you throw the headbutt in there. Okay, wham. That's another way you can do a headbutt. Okay, so, I mean, Thanks. Move on, get out.
Yep.
Okay. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Some people do it in some ways, some people do it in some ways. You can jump and throw a headbutt. I've seen people do that in street fights. Okay. Leaping in and throw a headbutt. Short guys do that. I've seen some short guys in street fights do that. So yeah, you can do that. It just depends how you develop your own headbutt. But that, what I just gave you right now, that is the basic of how to throw a headbutt, okay? That's how you practice your headbutt. If you have a head dummy like that, work on that. If you've got Bob, you work on Bob. If not, just work with your partners. Or if not, just imagine somebody, boom, boom. And I'll tell you what, right now, you take your hands and headbutt it hard, you'll feel that sting and the pain in your head. Be ready for that, okay? Because your goal is not to get disoriented, but mess that guy up. All right? So just feel that a few times, smack yourself in the head, and do things of that sort. Be very responsible with this training, because this is dangerous, okay? Don't play around. I mean, don't goof around with this, because somebody could get seriously hurt, and I'm warning you right now, okay? Don't come back to me crying, oh, I got hurt. Okay, that was on you. All right. Anyways, be safe, practice safely, work on self-protection, how you're going to protect yourself in the real world. Any questions, again, one more time, drop a comment. Remember your likes, remember to share the video, and of course, subscribe. Until the next time, remember, فَإِنَّمَا الْإِسْرِ يُسْرًا, with every difficulty, there is ease.